His card, he didn't say anything. His card was at the bottom. He took out his card and he put it at the top. You understand? Prabhupada asked him, what's the goal of life? Right now I'm the janitor. One day I want to be the boss. So we all have different aspirations, but some limitation is there. What if we had the powers that Hanuman got, and yet, so there's no limitation. What would you do? This is a very significant philosophical question to ask. Anyone? Suggestions for answers? If your son or daughter had all these powers, what would you advise them? What would you advise them?
Use it responsibly.
Use it responsibly. Okay? Anything more? Okay, be down to earth. Use it for helping others. Very wise advice. There is a mantra for Hanumanji, Manojavam Maruta Tulya Vegam, Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam, Vatatmajam Vanar Yutha Mukhyam, Sri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadde. The author is not glorifying the speed of the mind, the speed of the wind, the control of the mind. What he is glorifying is Sri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadde. If you have all of these things, if you can still offer service to Krishna, to Ram, that will make you Vijay Dhwaja. That will make you victorious. Victorious to the nth degree. We all come to the temple to ask Krishna for some of these things. Am I right? But the person who has all these things, if he is coming and he is serving, what is the greatness of that personality and what is the greatness of that deity he is worshipping? Think about this. What is the greatness of that deity? Hanumanji is Vijay. He is the emblem of victory because he is constantly utilizing everything he has, everything he is, in complete surrendered service to Sri Ram. That is Vijay, Vijay Dhwaja. Now what can we do? What can we do to become a little bit? What are some of the qualities we can try to imbibe from Hanumanji? Any qualities you really like that you feel, if Hanumanji asked you, this is my portfolio of qualities, which one would you like? What would he ask for? It's coming till here, but it's not coming out. Dasya? Very nice. Are you saying that because you're here in the temple room, or is that really the heartfelt desire? Okay. What are some of the things you would like to get from Hanumanji? Service attitude? Okay. You know what happens when you request for service attitude? Dasya, very similar. When you request for service attitude, you know what you get? Service. If you ask for service attitude, you will get service. Are you up for it? Are you willing to serve then? Or you just want the badge? Service attitude. Right? You have to be willing. Ram will give you, Hanumanji will give you. And then don't complain. Are yaar, I am serving the mother-in-law, सासू माँ की सेवा करनी पड़ रही है, बच्चों की सेवा करनी पड़ रही है, The mandir wale bhi seva dete hain. The temple are asking for service. Swami Prabhupada said, when you chant Hare Krishna, you're telling Krishna, Krishna, please engage me in your service. So if you ask for service and service comes, don't complain. Yes? This is Hanumanji. Whenever Hanumanji is getting service, he is jumping to the opportunity. Everyone is on the banks of the ocean, on the shore of the ocean, and they're calculating. I can do 10 miles, I can do 50 miles, I can do 100 miles, I can do this much. Hanumanji is sitting, just contemplating. Jambavan tells him, this is your service. You have to do it. You have been designed to do this service for Ram. You remember this list? You've got all these qualities, all these potencies are there. Stand up and take on the service. Immediately remembering this list, this potency is there. Hanumanji immediately stands up, gets ready to perform the service. When he is jumping over the ocean, there is one demoness known as Simhika. Surasa is the one who holds the shadow, right? Simhika is the other one who opens the mouth. So Hanumanji is flying, and this demoness has the potency to stop anyone. And she tells Hanumanji, I have a blessing from Brahma. Anyone who wants to cross has to go in my mouth. Only then they will get access. Hanumanji said, no problem. He grows in size. Sorry, your mouth is too small. I cannot go inside. Simhika says, no, don't worry. I'll make my mouth big. She grows, he grows. She grows, he grows. There's constant competition. Hanumanji quickly becomes small, jumps into the mouth, jumps out and said, Joe, you asked me to go in the mouth. You didn't say anything about eating. I came in the mouth, I came out, now let me go. This demoness tells Hanumanji that I was sent by the demigods to test you, to see whether you will be able to do the service. Because this service that you're going to do requires strength, but also, more importantly, requires a lot of wit. And you are super smart. You have passed the test. We are 100% sure. Because the fortress of Ravan was such that even the demigods could not enter. They wouldn't dare try to enter that fortress. So who they can send? The agent has to be super. So on the route itself, the different demons that were coming were tests for Hanumanji to see if he can do it. And the demigods after this became very happy. Okay, this person is the perfect person for this service. So we have to also try to take some service. In Ayodhya, there is a fight for service. You may have heard this story that all the Ayodhya-vasis in the palace of Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan, they all got together and they said that this person, Hanumanji, is doing all the services. We don't get a chance to do any service. I'm carrying the laundry of Ram. Before I get to the river to wash, Hanuman takes, washes, dries and gives it through. Puts in the palace. I'm not able to do anything. I'm cooking, Hanumanji. Everything, all the services are being done by Hanumanji. We have to get Hanumanji out of this service. So one time Hanumanji was a little bit, away. So they immediately hatched a plan. They put a list of all the services and they put names. Okay, who's going to do what service? Okay? Then they took it to Ram. They said, Ram, all we want is you to just rubber stamp. Ramji said, what is this? He goes, this is all the services that are required and we've allocated the services. So Ramji was, okay, no problem. He gave the rubber stamp. Hanumanji came back. they had on Hanumanji's door the list of services, and this service, Lakshman is doing this one, Bharat, this one, this one, this. Hanumanji had no service. So Hanumanji went to Ram and said, why have you done this to me? Ramji said, what happened? He goes, all the services are gone. They have been given and you rubber stamped, you approved. So Ram is saying, oh, so sorry, I didn't check. Okay, you choose what service you want to do. So then Hanumanji says, okay, I'll let them have all the services. Just give me one service. That whenever you yawn, someone has to, do the chutki. Fine, no problem. So Ramji is sitting, Hanumanji is sitting next to him. Everyone's looking and thinking, why Hanumanji is sitting right next to him? We did all this plan so that we can come close to Ram. We knock on the door. Oh, Ram, you have some dissertation, some letter to write? I'll come. Every opportunity to get close to Ram, they've kind of blocked off for Hanuman. Now Hanuman is sitting right next to Ramji. At night time, he's sitting in the bedroom of Sita Maiya, scratching, thinking, what happened? Hanumanji is saying, Ramji can yawn at any moment. Anytime. This is only one service I have, and if also this I don't do properly, then what type of servant am I? So then the next day, the list was all edited. Hanuman was giving his allocated share, and Ram said, please stay out and give me some space. So this is the enthusiasm we must develop for service. We shy away from service. It is actually a sad thing. Service directly to Krishna or service doing your dharma. Your dharma is your service that is given to you. You do your dharma nicely as a service to God. Krishna, all Gita is talking about doing your work as service. Doing your eating, walking, talking, all of these things doing as service. Yat karoshi, yad ashnasi, yad johoshi, dadasi, yad tapasyasi kontera, tat kuru swamadarpanam. This is where we have to get. Don't think only when you come to temple you do service. Every moment you can do service for Krishna. Yes? So this is what we have to develop, and this is Hanumanji. Hanumanji is personification of seva. Next, what we have to develop as a quality is the simplicity of Hanumanji. A soft heart is a simple heart. We must develop softness in the heart. Until your heart is hard, you will be quote unquote crafty. Simplicity is synonymous to innocence. A devotee has the innocence of a child because the heart of the devotee is completely pure. That is where we have to get to. Developing a pure heart. Hanumanji has been blessed by Suryadev to know all the scripture. There is no lack of knowledge in Hanumanji. Don't think simplicity is lack of knowledge. No. Simplicity is purity of heart. Please meditate on that for a minute. Simplicity and innocence is not lack of knowledge. Innocence is a quality of purity in heart. Hanumanji sees Ram, when he looks at Sita, he becomes very happy. Constantly, when Ramji is looking at Sita, he is becoming very happy. So in his heart, in his mind, he is thinking, what is the secret? What is the secret? So one day, he sees that Sita Devi is getting ready, and after she is ready, she takes sindoor and puts in the parting of her hair. So he asks Sita, "Oh, what is this?" He goes, "Oh, when Ram sees this, he becomes very happy." So he connects, "Arey, that's why Ram is always smiling when he sees Sita. That's why he's always very happy." If a small amount of sindoor in the parting of the hair can make, Hanumanji gets an idea. Next day in court, in the assembly of Ramji, everyone sees this red ball walking. This hairy rare red ball. Everyone's thinking, "Hey, who is this?" Ram is thinking, "Who is this?" This is Hanuman. "Hanuman, what is this? What happened to you? Who has done this to you? You tell me, I'll sort them out." It was Ram. Sita Devi told me that because she puts a little bit of sindoor in the parting of the hair, you become very happy. I thought, if only that much makes you happy, what if I put all over the body? You think this was foolish because of lack of knowledge? This was innocence because of purity of heart. The hindrance that we have in our spiritual lives is not sin. Bhaktivedanta Thakur, the CC, explains that it is not sin that is the problem between us and Krishna. Sin, there's so many shlokas. You do one pradakshina of Tulsi Devi, all the sin is gone. Yanikani chapapani brahman, yanikani chapapani brahma hatyadikani cha tani tani pranashanti pradakshina pradepade. Every step of pradakshina around Tulsi is removing the sin as big as Brahma hatya. So sin is not a problem. Sin doesn't stop you from coming to Krishna. You know what is the stopping element between you and Krishna? It is this harshness of the heart. It is this contemplative, strategic mind that is stopping us from getting to Krishna. Devotee means purity of the heart. And how do we get purity of heart? Cheto darpanamarjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions. Chant Hare Krishna and you will purify the heart. Purity is synonymous or is proportionate to cleanliness in the heart and simplicity of the heart. One Acharya explains Krishna is Makhan Chor. Why he is Makhan Chor? Why not Laddu Chor? Right? You like Makhan, you like Laddu. Why not Laddu Chor? Why Makhan Chor? Because Makhan has two qualities. Firstly, it is pure. And second, it is soft. The Acharya explains, if you develop your heart to become pure and soft, Krishna will be Makhan Chor and steal the heart. You want Krishna to steal your heart? We have this argument. Arjun had Krishna on his chariot. If I had Krishna on my chariot, I could also do great things like Arjun. The gopis loved Krishna because he was a resident of Raj. If he was living in London, I also would love Krishna. Right? More than you loving Krishna, it is Krishna who steals your heart. Think about this. When you do something for Krishna, you are not impressing Krishna. You are showing that purity of heart that Krishna comes and steals. So this bhakti, more than being a process from you to Krishna, it is Krishna to you. And that's where the saying comes, you take one step to Krishna, Krishna takes 10 to you. Meditate on this. Makhan Chor has to steal your heart. Otherwise, you will never have that affinity like Arjun or the gopis or Hanumanji. Only when he steals your heart, then you will become that type of devotee. Until then, it's a struggle life. Devotion life, we all feel sometimes it's a struggle. Because Krishna has not stolen the heart yet. When Krishna steals the heart, then love is unending. Then spirituality is very easy. Chanting Hare Krishna is very easy. Because the heart drives us. The heart is driving us to view cinema. The heart is driving us to Starbucks. The heart is driving us to Pizza Express. These are the higher rungs. I'm sure the heart is somewhere dragging you here. But the heart is driving us to all these places. When Krishna steals the heart, then the heart drives you to Krishna. So Hanumanji, in the first meeting with Ram, was decided in his heart, in his mind, that this is my master. First he identified himself as Sugriv is his master. After he met Ram, not Sugriv is not my master, Ram is my master. This is the stealing of Krishna, stealing our hearts. So that's where we have to get to, developing just these two qualities. As a major, there are so many others. But Hanumanji, in conclusion, I'll say before we open for Q&A, Hanumanji is a lover of Kirtan. He is a lover of Katha. When Ram asked what blessing you would like, Ram is giving all the other blessings. You go back home, back to Godhead. You become my eternal servant. He gave Hanumanji, you stay here forever. Hanumanji was heartbroken. Why are you giving me this blessing? Why everyone else is going to you and I have to stay here? I want to come. Ram said, I have already given the blessing. Now I cannot take it back. So Hanuman says, okay, you have to give me one blessing as well. If you give me this blessing, you have to give me one more blessing. And that blessing is, wherever there is Ram Katha, I should be able to simultaneously be present. Now with Hare Krishna temples, Hanumanji has to divide himself so many times. First, only in India he would manage. Thanks to Prabhupada, Hanumanji is traveling the world as well. There is Ram Katha here, Ram Katha in Soho Street, Manchester, Birmingham, Leicester. Every ISKCON temple there is holding Ram Katha. Hanumanji is being everywhere. He has become international. He is a fan of Ram Katha. Krishna speaking the Gita for Hanumanji. So if you want this Vijay Dhwaja to stay on your rooftop, you have to constantly engage with Ram Kirtan, Ram Katha. Are you willing to do that? If you're willing to do that, then Hanumanji will happily stay on your flag and he will not say, Arey, this is boring, I cannot stay here any longer, I'm going back. To keep him there, you have to do some effort as well. If you want to keep him there, keep him happy, simply engage with as much as possible Kirtan, Ram Kirtan, Krishna Kirtan, Ram Katha, Krishna Katha. Here in the temple, Hanumanji is outside. He is hearing morning Bhagavatam class. 4:30 in the morning, there is Kirtan going on. The villagers don't hear, but Hanumanji hears. 6 Aartis, he is hearing Kirtan. Bhagavatam class, Gita class, this course, that course. He's done all school of bhakti courses. Because he's a fan of Krishna Katha and Krishna Kirtan. So I will close on that thought. I hope this has given you something to meditate on, something to seek blessings from Hanumanji for. We are eternally indebted to Hanumanji. Just like he is a legend, may we also become chota legends, small legends in the service of Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan. Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai, Bajrangvali ki jai, Hanuman ji ki jai, Hanuman Jayanti Mahamahotsav ki jai. Any questions? We have a few minutes. We can open up. You going to answer the question? Yes, Prabhu.
You mentioned one of the blessings Hanumanji got was that no curse would take effect on him. But then we see as a young, when he causes because of all these powers, he causes the Rishi Munis so much distress that they curse him to forget his power until somebody reminds him. So what happened to the power there?
So the power of the curse of these sages was not, the potency was that they would be able to hold back. Hanumanji would forget his power. Now, Krishna, he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is no amount of cursing or forgetfulness or anything like that. Yet, Yogamaya, Krishna has an internal potency. That internal potency makes him forget that he is God. When he is hungry, he runs to Yashoda. He forgets he is God. He is a small baby, he is running for milk. So there is a spiritual potency. Yes, on the material platform, no curse could affect him. But for the service of Ram, for the Leela purposes, there is a potency that can overcome this type of greatness also. So I hope that gives you some answer. But this potency is such. Service is not in the material realm. When you serve Krishna, you are immediately on the spiritual realm. Not that you grow wings and you can do supernatural things, but service starts with the intent. When you intend to serve the Lord, immediately Yogamaya comes. Mahamaya takes second seat. Whatever happens in the course of your service, mistakes, shortcomings, it is not because of material energy. It is because of spiritual energy. This is the supremacy of seva. This is the supremacy of bhakti. You make a mistake, it is not because of sin. It is because Krishna has a plan. You become part of Krishna's plan. This is what Krishna told Arjun. Arjun, you are thinking about material, how much power you have, how many astras you have, how much power the enemy has. Until you think like this, you are working under material energy. Mathematics in material energy, 1 minus 1 is 0. One astra cutting the other astra, 0. That is not in the spiritual platform. On the spiritual platform, the spiritual energy acts. That's why Jatayu in the Ramayana, he died serving. He couldn't do service. He died trying to serve. Ram said, holding his head in his lap, holding Jatayu's head in his lap, Ram told him, I am not so sad that Sita has been kidnapped. I am more sad that you are passing away. Ram had unlimited appreciation for the efforts of Jatayu. You see? So in material, if you lose, 0. In spiritual, if you lose, you are still victory. You are still victorious, you are still the hero. Jatayu is the hero. Yes? Hare Krishna. You had a question? We just heard that Hanuman is wherever Kirtan is there, wherever Ram Katha is there. The Bhagavatam explains that Hanumanji is a resident of Kim Purusha Varsha. There is a universal structure. He is very possible, he is very much possible that he is there with Shankar. I don't know. I don't know. But Hanumanji is not limited to a particular mountain. Hanumanji is wherever Kirtan is there, wherever Katha is there. Hare Krishna. Anything else anyone would like to ask? Today is the day. Yes, Prabhu.
Talked about doing service. Does that include karma yoga? Is that what you're referring to? Or?
Karma yoga is service. You can only be doing karma yoga if that work is connected to Krishna. Yoga means connection. So when karma is connected to Krishna, it is karma yoga. When jnana is connected to Krishna, it is jnana yoga. Bhakti also, if it is not connected to Krishna, is no bhakti yoga. Only bhakti that is connected to Krishna is bhakti yoga. Yes? So, yes. That is Krishna's message of the Gita. Don't feel limited that you can only do spiritual practice if you wear this cloth. The whole message of the Gita is you can be in the suits and, having the high profiles, the big cars and the big penthouse offices. If your work is done as a service to God, that is what I'm doing here, the person doing there is at par, because it is all in the spiritual energy. As soon as you do service for Krishna, you enter the spiritual realm. Yeah? I hope that's okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Any other questions you'd like to ask on Hanumanji? We have a few minutes because very soon we will be having the children here who are doing a drama. So we're looking forward to that. Any other questions on Hanumanji? Yes, Mataji. Hanuman, okay? Sure. So the question is that he was named something else. Maruti, Anjaneya, Pavanaputra, Kesari Nandan. How did this name, Sri Radha Gokulananda Bhagavan ki jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanumanji ki jai, Gaur Nithai ki jai. How did this name Hanuman come? Hanu means the chin. Man means that which is affected. Through the Vajra of Indra, the chin was hurt, and therefore Hanuman comes. But I'd like to share another meaning of Hanuman. Mana means pratishtha, ego. The quality of thinking that you are something, someone, or also thinking that you are this body. Hanan means to break or to take away. So Hanuman means the personality who was perfectly able to distract from all of the material designations and only hold the supreme or the true ego, which is Ram Bhakta, Ram Duta. So Hanuman is not limited. The name is not limited to the broken chin. It is talking about such a higher principle. Spirituality means to remember that you are a servant of Krishna. That is the true ego. Everything else we identify ourselves with is somewhere false or temporary. Hanuman is one who doesn't get affected by false ego. He's always constantly fixed on his real ego as a servant of Sri Ram. That's what we're trying to get to as well. I hope that's okay, but that's a nice question. Thank you. So there's a technical reason, and then there is the more philosophical reason why Hanuman is great. And ultimately, I would like to say that we have so many superheroes. You must have heard of this joke, but I'll end with this joke. That the superheroes are there. Superman, Iron Man, Batman, Spider-Man. Our superhero, the Vedic superhero, The devotional superhero is, can we hear that one together? Haribol. Hanuman ki jai, Bajrangabali ki jai, Ram Bhakt Hanuman ji ki jai, Ram Dhoot Hanuman ji ki jai. Thank you so much for your kind attention, participation. Please forgive me for any shortcomings, or you may be thinking, "Arey yaar, we've heard all these stories before, tell us something new." My effort was not to, kind of necessarily pull out some new things, but really just give a different perspective or a deeper perspective to the things that we already know. And therefore sometimes the most simpler stories are brushed under the carpet. Arey haan, we heard that one. He's ripping the chest apart. Arey haan, we've heard that one. He's jumping over the ocean. Haan, sun liya hai. Tell us something new, something we don't know. Have you thought of these stories in this way? Yeah? Thank you so much. We want to make some space. So if this front area, Yogi,
Because we're going to have the actors coming. You can all move. Get the front row seats here. We're going to have a drama here. You can all move forward. We're going to have a drama on Hanuman ji. You can all move forward.
हनुमान जी के दर्शन करा दिया आपने। बहुत सुंदर, very nice।
श्री वैष्णव सार्वभौम दास जी की जय। Okay, as we wait for the drama, I'm going to do a quick quiz. Yeah, as we're waiting for all the actors and things to come in. Okay. Let's see if you were listening to the story. What blessings did Hanuman get? Can you remember some of the blessings he got? Or you weren't there for the whole thing? No, none of you were there for the whole thing? Some of the blessings Hanuman got when, remember, the thunderbolt, he was struck by the thunderbolt and he fell down and Vayu stopped the wind, and then he was given lots and lots of blessings. What were some of the blessings that Vaishnav Prabhuji mentioned? He can fly, okay, wonderful. What else did he get? What other blessings? Chiranjeevi, okay, yes, he was given not immortality, he was given, what was the word you used, Prabhuji? Invincibility. Yes, he was given invincibility. What other things was he given? He can grow big, yes. Strength. What about water? He wouldn't be affected by? What else? What did Agni give him? That he wouldn't be affected by? Fire. What did Brahma give him? All knowledge. So like that he had lots. Let me know, Jai Krishna, when you're ready. Yeah? You ready? Okay. Hare Krishna. You can announce? Okay, we're having some technical glitches. While we're having that, I'll do some quizzes. Unless, Karuneshwari, you got any quiz or should I carry on? Okay, I had some quizzes saved on my phone. Okay, because otherwise I'm going to keep waffling and you don't want to hear me waffle too much. Okay, where is it gone? Okay, raise your hands, yeah? Okay, this is going to be rapid fire, yeah? Quick questions, quick answer, yeah?
Who was the mother of Hanuman? Hands up. No shouting. Anjana, okay. Who was Hanuman's father? There's two deities. Vayudev and Kesari. Okay, wait. I meant to have some presents if you get an answer right. You got one? Who was next? Okay, no shouting here. Remember, just because there is a present. Okay, yes. Vaishnav Das, yes, okay. Here our speaker will, he gave the class, but I'm asking questions, This is... okay. Who reminded Hanuman of his forgotten powers during the search for Mother Sita? There. Jambavan. Prabhuji, can we give that? What's your name, Prabhu? Haribol. Jambavan. Okay, wonderful. What fruit did Hanuman mistake the sun for when he was young? We're going to see that in the drama. Vaishnav Prabhu, you find somebody you want to ask the answer from? What fruit did he think the sun was? A mango, yes, wonderful, good. What was Hanuman's mission to Lanka about? What was his mission? Was it to get back Sita? To? Hands. Okay, young man. The not magic, the message, yes. So it was actually to locate where Sita is. He didn't go to, yes, okay, we ready, okay? So come on, give it to the last, okay, Haribol, Jai.
Hare Krishna, so the kids have been working really hard, so they're a little bit nervous, so they want a big encouragement. Can you give a big encouragement? Come on! Thank you so much. Just move over slightly.
Okay, please.
Put your hands together for Hanuman meets the sun.
Welcome! Vedic Stories for Children presents Hanuman Eats the Sun.
We may have heard of super-heroic Hanuman, dearest devotee of Lord Ram, who rescued his wife Sita from the fearful demon Ravana. His many pastimes have brought much happiness to children like you. Hanuman possesses many superpowers. He can leap across oceans and pick up giant mountains. On a whim, he could grow so tall that he could tickle the ozone layer. Hanuman's special weapon was his mace, a type of club with which he would smash evildoers to pieces. When Hanuman was small, he didn't realize his potential special powers. His parents, Anjana, a celestial being, and Vayu, the god of the wind, loved him dearly, and their devotion showed no let up from morning to night. One such morning,
Hanuman, my dear son, it is time to get up now. Rise and shine.
But Mom, I've already been awake for hours. I was flying through the trees with the bright green parrots. I had so much fun.
Well then, you must be very hungry.
Oh yes, please. I'm so hungry. What can I choose?
It is mango season, your favorite season.
Mangoes? I love mangoes. I ate so many last season. I felt quite ill. Dad called it a mango bug.
That's quite enough, Hanuman. Come here and sit down on my knee. Did you sleep well, my son?
Yes, Dad. I got up super early and had some adventures in the forest. Dad, you'll never guess what I saw in there.
Tell me, what did you see, son?
I saw a massive tiger roaring like this. Roar!
Stay away from the tigers. They're very dangerous, especially when they're hot and bothered. Be careful.
Have lots of fun, but stay safe.
After his breakfast feast of mangoes, Hanuman was ready to go back into the forest. In the forest, Hanuman saw ferocious animals like bears and lions. But luckily, they are not very good at climbing trees. In the river, he saw huge, snapping, snarling crocodiles, over whose heads he flew on creeping vines. Further down the river, some sages were taking bath. Hanuman, seeing his chance for a chuckle, summoned over some of his monkey friends. They swooped down into the riverbank, snatched the sages' cloths, and hid them. The cheeky monkey vagabonds roared with laughter when the sages realized what had happened. One morning, Hanuman, hungry as ever, called out to his mother, but there was no reply. He tried to find his father, but he too was nowhere to be seen. Hanuman shouted and searched every nook and cranny, but without success. His hunger overrode his pangs of worry. His belly rumbled like a monsoon sky, but to his dismay, he couldn't find any food anywhere. Lightheadedly, Hanuman saw out of the window what looked to him to be a giant, succulent, ripe mango in the sky. He jumped into the air with all of his strength and set out to get the mango. Whee! Hanuman soared higher and higher, on course for the giant flaming mango. He was starting to think maybe it wasn't a mango after all, but he couldn't quit now. He passed birds, clouds, stars, and planets. The sun god became worried as he saw Hanuman getting even closer, with his mouth wide open, ready to receive his mango-like planet. The sun god panicked, but his protestations were drowned out with one giant chomp from our monkey hero.
Tasty. A little bit fiery, but too late to worry now. It certainly burned up my hunger.
Elsewhere in the celestial heavens, King Indra had been celebrating his birthday. When Hanuman had rendered his party in darkness by eating the sun, Indra was furious.
Prime Minister! Ah yes, there you are. Good evening. Now, go and find out why the heavens are in total darkness. And don't come back without an answer.
Yes, Lord Indra.
The minister later comes back and explained that a monkey had been spotted swallowing the sun planet.
A mere monkey is holding us hostage within this darkness. Prepare my elephant, and I'll go and find this vile offender. Oh yes, and bring my lightning bolt. I'll need it to see in the dark.
When Indra and his entourage found Hanuman, he saw a small, smiling, cheeky monkey, not entirely what he was expecting. How could such a small monkey hold the power to eat the sun?
Hello, my little impudent fellow. So who are you? And why have you stolen the sun?
My name is Hanuman. I was feeling very hungry, so I felt compelled to fly into the sky to eat that giant mango.
That, Hanuman, my child, is not a mango, but it's the sun globe, and we all need it to stay where it usually is, thank you very much. Otherwise, as you can see, or as we can't see, as the case may be, everywhere in the universe it's dark. So please, come on, Hanuman, spit it out, will you?
Hanuman, feeling in a playful mood, and being the current center of attention with such a powerful audience, decided to have some fun.
No, I won't.
Come on, out with it. Give it back, now!
No.
Oh, please, listen, I'll give you another mango, a big quality one. of your stubbornness.
Indra started to get angry and lose his temper. While he counted to 10, Hanuman looked at Indra's elephant carriage and was reminded of the fun he'd had with similar creatures in the forest. He jumped towards the elephant to get closer to the potential playmate, but it startled Indra, who assessed it as a threat. Indra let fly with his lightning bolt. Feeling cocky, Hanuman thought he would outsmart the weapon and jumped out of the way. However, the bolt was celestial and couldn't be dodged. It hit our hero full in the face and broke his jaw. The now unconscious Hanuman fell down, down, down into space. He landed on a star and the jolt dislodged the mango, the sun. The sun returned to its ordained orbit, and Lord Indra and the other assembled personalities cheered with relief. Not everyone was jubilant, however. Hanuman's father, Lord Vayu, the wind god, heard about the terrible incident and came to his aid.
Hanuman, my son, what have they done to you? You are unconscious. I still feel your fainting life is. I will take you away to safety, and they will pay for this. I shall withdraw the universal willpower. Let them suffer. Let them suffocate for what they have done to you.
So, now Lord Indra had a second problem. He wasn't having a very good day.
You have returned the sun to its orbit, and once more illuminated the universe. But, my Lord Indra, the monkey's father was none other than Lord Vayu. We now need to find Vayu and get him to reinstate the airflow, or we shall all die, or worse.
Everyone present, including Lord Rama, set out looking for Vayu. They eventually found him with Hanuman deep in the cave. Vayu was weeping a torrent over his beloved son. The sight of this melted the hearts of all the demigods. Lord Brahma, the creator of the material universe, began to speak.
We are indeed very sorry for what has befell your son. Please, forgive us. I shall sprinkle him with holy waters from all the sacred rivers, restoring Hanuman's life and broken tree.
Seeing his son return to life, the delighted Vayu hugged Hanuman, and his tears turned from sorrow to joy. He forgot his anger toward Indra for hurting Hanuman, and set back the universal air. Everyone literally breathed a huge sigh of relief, and Lord Brahma then began to speak.
Vayu, your son is indeed a very special personality. Who else can swallow the entire sun, let alone fly all the way up to it? He has the powers of Lord Shiva and has been given boons by various demigods, so that he may help Lord Ram with his earthly demon-killing mission.
Lord Rama promised extra blessings for Hanuman, and one by one, the demigods in attendance at the scene came forward to bless him. Boons such as becoming a great hero, serving Lord Ram well, having the knowledge of the healing herbs, the power to be faster than a speeding bullet, were all bestowed upon him.
Each of these blessings is filling me with extra strength and energy. I feel more radiant than that mango I ate earlier. What happens after that? My jaw is a little sore, but other than that, I am enjoying the attention. I wonder what other mischief I can get up to with my newfound powers.
But that, children, is another story for another day.
Pavan Putra Hanuman ki Jai.
We've only got a couple of minutes before Aarti starts. Big a hand for the lovely children. So children have been doing these dramas. They're preparing for a special drama on the 30th of May. They're going to be doing Draupadi Swayamvar, and you're all invited to come. Would you like to see the drama by the children? Yeah. I'm not feeling it. Do you want to see the drama by the children? The information is on the temple website. Please come. It's going to be a grand festival for the Bhaktivedanta players. 40 years of anniversary. Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. Pavana Putra Hanuman ki. Everyone put your hands up. Let's pray to Hanuman. Pavana Putra Hanuman ki. Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Again, once again, a big round of applause for the junior Bhaktivedanta players. If you can please make way for Hanuman and his army to exit or no. So we're going to begin Aarti in a few minutes. For that, if I can request everybody to stand up, come in.